I want to share with you today one simple hack that I stumbled onto, and it has saved me a ton of time in the YouTube script writing editing process, especially as we're doing YouTube after 40. I didn't plan this, I didn't read it in a course. It actually just happened while I was trying to work smarter, not harder. And once I switched to this, script writing had stopped being the bottleneck in my process. Um, so here's how I used to do my video scripts. I would come up with the idea or ideation, like what am I going to do this video on? This video in particular is on the hack I discovered in the script writing process, YouTube after 40. So I'd come up with the idea, and then I would go to OneNote or Google Doc, just depends. And then I would begin to type it out word for word. I mean, literally hitting the keyboard. Um, and then I would try to do, a mind dump onto the document. And then after I had it kind of massaged, I may take that and run it through AI, ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, Google Gemini, whatever you want to use. And then I would try to organize that. After that, I would take it and start pasting it into Google Doc. Or, ChatGPT is pretty cool. It can actually set your slide deck up for you. But it's always, I haven't quite figured out the formatting. Um, the problem with this process for me was the written words were not in the shape of the words I would use to record with or how I would talk to you on this video right now. Um, Type scripts, what I found is I would either write them out or type them, tend to sound like essays, and it never flowed on camera. I would take that written script, put it in the Google Doc, and then basically start to record like I'm doing now, and it just wouldn't sound right out the gates. Or if it's boring you as you're delivering it, you may need to make some tweaks. So what I would then have to do is stop and rewrite my typed up script and put it in more of the street idiom or the language I would talk to if I was sharing it with my family or friends or with you. Um, this would take me, it could take me a couple of hours to try to translate that into that kind of language and get it in blocks that flow. Not only translating the terms, but also getting it into a flow that you could deliver while you're recording. It's a lot different reading something than it is talking about it on a video. And I would just find a lot of dead spots, and a lot of times I wouldn't have typed in the right transcript. I wouldn't have typed in the right translations from one to another. I'm forgetting the term right now. Um, so you waste a lot of time on that. But here's how I stumbled on this new approach. So I was driving to the gym in the morning, and the morning tends to be my most creative time, my most productive time. That's where I can get my most done at work, at home, and also when I can think the clearest. And so as I was driving to the gym in the morning, I was coming up to a red light, I remember pretty clearly. And I just remember a video idea just started flowing in my mind. And I was like, I can't stop right now. I don't want to pull over on the side of the road, a busy highway. But so what I did was I took my iPad that I always carry with me, and I hit record on voice to text. And I started just speaking into the iPad. And what I did kind of by default was I was just like, hey, this is how I want this video to sound. And I started recording it voice to text, basically in, say, I want to say it was Google Doc. It could have been OneNote. But I started just voice to texting it as if I was delivering it right now. And so I started doing that. And basically, after I got done, I made sure it was saved. When I got back and I got it ready to record, I realized I could skip an entire step. I had already transcribed or already written up this transcript exactly in the words the language and the flow that would absolutely work for me anyway when I recorded the YouTube video. And that kind of set up a eureka, an epiphany for me. So no more need for this typed version or handwritten version in that essay type format. So what I do now, and what I would encourage you to consider doing, is I open up my Google Docs on my iPad or iPhone or whatever. It may be OneNote, maybe use Microsoft Word, it doesn't matter. And then use the voice to text. And you're going to be speaking it instead of thinking it. And that's going to save you. That's the hack in this whole video. And then you talk through the video as if you're presenting it. Just visualize yourself, whether you're driving, certainly pay attention, or you're working out or jogging or on the treadmill, whatever you're doing, cleaning up the house, whatever. And just basically talk to, when you do the voice to text, talk just like you're recording right now. Inflect high and slow down like you want to slow down, and emphasize what you are thinking to emphasize. And what you're going to do is you're going to end up capturing your real delivery style. But because you did voice to text, it's going to be in a transcript for you. And then you're going to basically be doing it in the same voice you're going to use on screen. And why does this work? You're going to capture natural pacing, word choice, your natural delivery for you, no stiff sentences, no rewriting slides later. And I just thought of the word I couldn't remember. And you're going to also have your transitions, because you naturally do your transitions from one thought to another. You're going to capture that. And then what I do after that, okay, so I've done my voice to text. I've got my transcript in OneNote, Google Doc, Microsoft Word, whatever. What I'm then going to do is I'm going to save it as a PDF, okay? I try to copy paste it into an AI, okay? Let's just say Chat GPT. I try to paste it in there. Sometimes if it's more than 10,000 words, it won't take it all. So what I just do is I just save it as a PDF, okay? And then I upload it to the AI of my choice. I use different ones. And then I give it some of these commands. One could be organize my exact words into clean sections, give each section a clear title, keep my voice exactly as spoken. In other words, don't substitute in AI words for my words. I got it in exactly the language I want to record. And then tighten my flow, remove redundancies without changing my tone. And then format this for a slide deck. Okay. And what I end up with is one section per slide. When I get onto my slide deck, saying Google Slide, I'm going to do one section per slide. And then I'm going to have short bullets only. I'm going to show you, I printed out the exact slides I have for this video. This is the slide that I just did. So I'm going to put it, this is what I would be looking at on my laptop, which is right here. But I just printed this out for you. So you can look at this. And then I'm going to do one section per slide. Okay. And then I'm going to do short bullets only. One emoji per slide. Me personally, I don't have it on this one, but a lot of times I like to put an emoji on it. It kind of cheers me up, to be honest. And then one idea per slide. And then spoken words go into the presenter notes. So the entire transcript, even in my spoken text, I'm going to paste into the notes section of those slides. So I'll have them if I need them. But this is what I'm going to take to record. And the result of this is it flows naturally. It's easy to record because it's in your spoken language. You feel confident about it because you know you got the transitions and everything else. Zero wasted time. And it's 100% your voice, my voice. And that's what gets us excited, is when we get it into our voice. And I love the fact that this method, if you would consider checking it out, it can save you an entire step in the process, or at least it saved me an entire step in my process. So this is perfect if you're a late bloomer, creators over 40, whether you're under 40, over 40, it doesn't matter. This is creator coaching with Craig, and I hope to partner with you and help you along your journey to get your YouTube channel started, up, running, monetized as fast as possible. And this approach can help you build faster, sound natural, and stay authentic, which is so important for YouTube. Well, if this video has been helpful, would you check out the videos on the screen for more tips for starting YouTube over 40? And would you consider subscribing to my channel here? Like it, share it with anyone else you think it could benefit. Drop me a comment. What do you think about this? Do you think it could help you? How do you do your script writing? And also tell me where you are in your YouTube journey. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.